Hey guys, what's going on today? Here it is, Fat Man, and today we're gonna be doing all elemental wonder weapons and COD zombies ranked from worst to best. Now, why am I talking slow? It's because apparently I have shit commentary and I talk way too quick and I jumble around, and I've had multiple people tell me this before, so we're gonna take this nice and slow and professional, apparently. Now, what is an elemental wonder weapon? A staff, a bow, a ray gun from Alpha Omega, the bullshit from Voyage of Despair, Winter's Howl, all shit like that. The gauntlets, elemental wonder weapons are like my favorite style of guns. But without further ado, let's get right into the list. So coming in at the worst elemental wonder weapon of all time, you guys thought I was gonna talk solo video. That's some bullshit. I won't talk this fast, but I tried, and I honestly, it was too boring for me. But the worst elemental wonder weapon of all time is the Winter's Howl. Now, as much as I love this thing, like I really love this gun, it's dog shit and it sucks. Now, honestly, personally, this is one of my favorites, I feel like, because it's just so cool. And you know, the Winter's Howl, it's a fucking ice gun that came from the classified Pentagon, which is just absolutely badass. But I'm ranking up against these other elemental wonder weapons, it's not that good. And I'm gonna warn you guys now that this like list is pretty weird, but it's just my personal opinion. So I know this next gun on the list, a lot of you guys are gonna hate, but the second worst one, I have the wolf bow. I never ever liked the wolf bow. Sure, it's good and you can get out of corners with it and stuff like that. It's pretty much an insta-kill to zombies, but this thing can't kill panzers at all. It's honestly just not that fun to use for me. I mean, you know, you can train with it, you can't really camp with it. I don't know, I just never really found interest in the wolf bow. You know, I used to, but it's my least favorite bow, and I just feel like it doesn't deserve to be that high on the list. Now, the next gun on the list is the Kraken. Now, I don't really know the different elements of the Kraken. I've never really used it, but I don't love it. I mean, it's cool, but it's whatever. We're just gonna leave it down here. And then the next gun on the list is the Brain Rot Ray Gun, aka like the grenade launcher ray gun type shit. Now, this gun's super cool, but it offers nothing really special. I think it's orange. You know, I don't have a lot of experience with the ray guns, the Kraken. You know, all the stuff that's lower on the list, I don't really have a lot of experience with. So don't yell at me. I mean, I told y'all this list is not going to be that great. But the next one we have is the Light Gauntlet, or I believe Chimera, from Ancient Evil. Now, I just hate this with a burning passion. Like, don't get me wrong, it's super cool, but I hate the way you aim this thing. I hate the upgraded shot. It just doesn't make sense to me. Why would I ever want to have to control a light beam coming from the sky? Like, literally using this thing, it just straight up gives me a headache. I really don't like it. It's my least favorite gauntlet. Sure, it could be one of the best, and it's very powerful, but I hate the way you aim it. I just hate the aesthetics of it. It's just not my favorite at all. Now, the next gun on the list is the Void Bow. Now, I love the Void Bow, but like I said, like, these wonder weapons above it are just really good, and they're just fun to use. Now, I don't even know about this list. Honestly, I just compiled it and said, fuck it, we'll go with it. But honestly, I'm looking at this and I'm like, wow, this is pretty controversial, and I don't even know if this is correct. The good thing about the Void Bow, is that it destroys panzers, absolutely kills panzers. It's fun to train with. It's great to take into the DE boss fight. This is probably the best bow you could take in, because it handles panzers. You know, you're training in the boss fight, and I believe it does the most damage to the Keeper when you shoot her/him in the chest, which is just, you know, it's wonderful. It's a damage-giving wonder weapon, and it's fucking purple. We don't have a lot of purple guns in COD Zombies, so you know, it's just cool. And the next gun on the list will be the full auto ray gun from Alpha Omega. Now, this is the one I've probably used the least besides the Brain Rot one. I don't really know like about this thing. It's cool, it's fully automatic, and it seems like it does a lot of damage from the gameplay I'm watching, but I don't have much to say about the elemental ray gun, so we're just gonna move on to the Earth Gauntlet. Now, y'all are gonna be like, dude, the Light Gauntlet is so much better. How are you gonna put the Earth one this low? I love Gaia. This gauntlet is so cool. I love the way you have to kind of aim it and shoot it. Now, it's similar, don't get me wrong, it's similar to Chimera, but it's not the same. And I just love how the stuff comes out of the ground and like grabs them. It really reminds me of the fire bow, and the aesthetics of this is just beautiful. Like, it just makes me feel at peace. You know, sure, I'm killing fucking zombies and it's gory and disgusting, but at least I'm doing it with this beautiful green hand gauntlet that came from heaven. You know what I mean? Like, it's just cool. I don't know how to explain it. I just like this thing a lot. Now, the next gun on the list is the Wind Staff. Now, I mean, obviously, everything on this list, it's the fully upgraded version of the gun, so don't yell at me. But upgraded Wind Staff, fuck this staff. I hate it so much. A lot of you guys are like, oh, it's the best staff. Nope, the staff's dog shit. It's a very bad thunder gun, and the upgraded shot is a tornado. It's a bunch of bullshit. I've always hated the Wind Staff. I don't know why anyone would ever like it. I know I just said all these guns are fully upgraded, but the unupgraded Wind Staff is literally the biggest piece of shit right next to the Ice Staff. But I don't have much to say about the Wind Staff. I just hate this thing so much. So the next gun on the list is the purple ray gun, or the one that's kind of like a shotgun. Now, I personally just love this thing. I think it's so cool. I like how it shoots like multiple pull like laser ray shit, and like it kind of just works as a shotgun. And I always just found this one really, really interesting. You know, it's nothing like any other Ray Gun Mark II. It works completely differently, and I always just thought it was really, really, really cool. But pretty much, honestly, it's purple, so purple just looks aesthetically cool, and it kind of just destroys zombies. Now, I know this might be unpopular, but I just always thought this thing was super, super cool, and shotguns have always been like my favorite type of guns and COD zombies. That and like fully upgraded ARs, I don't know why, I just think are really cool. Now, the next wonder weapon on this list is the Firebow. Now, the Firebow has really, really started to grow on me. I really enjoy the upgrade quest, how you kind of have to hit the rock with perfect accuracy, and then you have to do some phase trick shots to, you know, just hit the things across the map, and then, you know, collect souls, which is like every wonder weapon you ever upgrade, you need to collect souls, and then you have to do like the crazy trick shot shit into the fireplace. I always just thought the Firebow was really, really cool. It's aesthetically pleasing. It's pretty good. It's literally a better version of the Gaia hand, pretty much. I mean, I don't know. Firebow is just pretty badass. And the next wonder weapon on this list is the Air Gauntlet, or Array Nose, or the blue one. Now, this gauntlet's fucking cool. It's a better thunder gun in my opinion. It's better than the wind staff. It has the same aesthetic. It shoots air. Now, I never really wondered how shooting air can kill zombies so efficiently, but this one does it pretty well, and it essentially has infinite ammo because you can kind of just shoot it until it's down. And I just really like the way it works, because there's not a lot of guns in COD zombies that are like this. You know, you have to reload a lot of guns. Now, I know you don't have to reload any of the gauntlets, but the way this one works is you could literally drain the ammo by just holding R2, and it's just really, really cool. Not a lot of guns do that. I know Hamera does that, but fuck that gauntlet. We already went over that. I don't know. This wonder weapon's badass. I love it. And the next wonder weapon on this list is the lightning staff. Now, the lightning staff gets a lot of unupgraded credits, because this is easily the best unupgraded staff. Well, I prefer fire, but you know, objectively, lightning gets you out of trapped corners. You can spam it. The lightning bolts are just fucking cool. Plus, it's purple, but the upgraded for this thing is pretty bad. But I don't know, like, it still works. You can still train with it. Essentially, you could camp with it if you want to. It's just risky. But I give this thing major unupgraded points because, you know, when you have this thing on such a low round, like, it's easily your best option on Origins if you're not upgrading a staff. Like, let's say you're doing a regular staff challenge, or you need to do something quick. Like, riding the tank and grabbing the parts is not hard at all. And it's probably one of the easier staffs to upgrade too, because really all you have to do is turn the dials around the map. But you don't need to upgrade it. That's not the point. Like, I'm just trying to say it's actually very overpowered, and you don't even need to upgrade it. Honestly, you could argue that upgrading it makes it worse. Like, you could run with a regular lightning staff for a decently high round if you really wanted to. We're getting into the top 5 here. Now, coming in at number 5, we have the unlimited ammo or electric ray gun. Now, this thing is just absolutely badass. It's so cool. It's a ray gun that shoots a fucking infinite ammo laser. Like, are you kidding me? Are you serious? That is so cool. Now, this gets major bonus points just because it has unlimited ammo. Because with a lot of these wonder weapons, you have to worry about, you know, infinite, or you have to worry about max ammos and just getting alchemical antithesis and all that bullshit. But with this ray gun, that's not a problem. You're never gonna run out of ammo because you physically can, and it burns through zombies. It's good for high rounds, it's good for low rounds, it's good for the Easter egg. It's just a really fun gun to use. Now, coming in at number 4, we have the fire staff. Now, I've always loved the fire staff, unupgraded, upgraded. It's just so fucking cool. Like, you know, it has the blade so you can melee. Well, every ultimate staff has that, so I can't talk. But this staff is aesthetically beautiful. I love the way it's like a 3-round, not a 3-round burst, but it shoots out 3 shots evenly. And the upgraded shot makes a little lava pit that essentially kills infinitely. So I don't know how you could not like this wonder weapon. It's pretty badass. Now we're coming into the top 3. Now, coming in at number 3, we have the Hell Gauntlet. Now, the Hell Gauntlet is just one of those weapons that you can go to around 100 with. And I consider, you know, all these top 3 ones, these are like infinite ammo or infinite round guns, not ammo. I did not mean to say ammo there. But essentially, you can get to the highest round you want to on any map with these guns. So the Hell Gauntlet really just annihilates zombies. It infinitely kills them. You literally shoot a pool of death on the ground, and they all get sucked into it and die, and that literally goes to round 100. Every round 100 Easter egg run on Ancient Evil or just regular run, you're gonna see someone using the Hell Gauntlet, probably like the Hellion Salvo or something like that. Now, coming to number 2, we have the Lightning Bow. Now, this thing is just overpowered as all shit. This gun infinitely kills. It's so easy. You could literally just sit in the teleporter wherever you sit with alchemical antithesis and just hold R2 or just keep putting on upgraded shots. You can go to around 100. It is the most boring thing ever, but this thing is overpowered as shit. It's not even fun to use. You could literally just, okay, there's dogs barking, but whatever. You could literally infinitely kill zombies with this thing. It's so badass. Now, the best elemental wonder weapon of all time is the upgraded ice staff, the OG, the first real upgraded elemental wonder weapon, essentially, because I think Origins introduced Elemental. Well, Winter's Howl, but fuck that thing. Like the Ice Staff, literally the upgraded shot kills infinitely. It's just iconic. It makes an ice storm, and like there's just something aesthetically pleasing about the way that, you know, the zombies freeze and the way the tornado works and the way it just infinitely kills zombies. And you know, it's blue. It's just such a cool wonder weapon. Now, if you guys enjoyed today's list, let me know down below. Let me know your guys' personal list. I mean, it's a long one to write out, so you don't have to write out everything, but let me know like your top 5 elemental wonder weapons. I thought this one was really unique because I don't think a lot of people have ranked the elemental wonder weapons. Now, if they have, sorry I copied your video, but if you guys enjoyed, leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys next one. Peace.